Okay, we are gonna start again because I can't get my thoughts together. Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm bringing you another cut crease. I'm not gonna sit and talk about it because, you know, I'm really trying to branch out. For the past few weeks, I've had this idea in mind for the past few weeks. I've been wanting to do this for so long, but I was waiting for the new Kat Von D brow pomades to launch because these are actually what gave me this idea. I know a lot of people do sunset looks, ombre looks, everything like that, but I just wanted to do something with an ombre eyeliner, ombre red, yellow, orange. Like, those were the colors inspiring me the most. So I picked these up. I made sure that they were eye safe. I did mention these in my Sephora VIB Rouge sale. If you guys haven't seen it, I will link it down below because that video should be up before this one. So I did purchase the red, the yellow, and the white. And I thought that they were going to be really, really good. I thought they were going to be... I know that they're brow pomades, but when I tested out... I actually have an actual brow colored shade because influencer sent me one for review, and I actually tested it out on my hand, on the back of my hand, and I was like, oh my god, like, it's staying, like, holy crap, like, these are gonna be great eyeliners. So I was like, yes, and I bought them. And as I was mixing like the red and the yellow to get my orange today, I was just like, I felt like it was just too creamy. So I know it is a brow pomade, but if you were thinking of using these as an eyeliner, just keep that in mind that they might not perform as you would hope because they are an eyebrow pomade, not an eyeliner. This is what really inspired me to do this look, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I know you guys are probably sick of me doing cut creases, but honestly, because I have such small eyes and hooded lids, I just think that cut creases really, you know, complement my eye shape the most if I do it right. If I fuck up, then it's bad, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys want to see next in the comments down below. With that being said, let me know what you guys want to see in the comments down below. And don't forget to give it a big thumbs up before you leave. And without further ado, if you guys want to see how to get this sunset ombre liner, let's go ahead and get started. Hello. I have had this look in mind for the past like 2 weeks, and I was waiting for my Sephora order to come in, and it finally came in, and you guys will probably have already seen that video right about now, but I'm so excited. So when I have an idea in mind, I like doing voiceovers because I have like free range. Like, I have an idea of what I want to do in my head, but like I can't physically explain it while I'm doing it because I haven't even done it yet. So I'm going to prime my lids with my concealer and put some music on and just kind of get lost in the makeup.
Hello! Okay, so I do have a cold, guys, so I'm sorry, but I really wanted to get this video up for you, so just bear with my nasally voice, okay? So I'm going in with concealer to prime my lids and then carve out the lid, and I actually am not setting my lid. I'm going straight in with eyeshadow. So this shade... totally skipped this step. This is the NYX Primal Colors. I wanted a really bright yellow shadow, but when I put this on, I felt like it was giving me like a green tint to it, like a lime green tint. So I went in with my Natasha Denona Sunset palette and I grabbed the shade Soul, and I threw this into the crease, and I really blend this pretty far up towards the brow. So just take your time with this and just, you know, keep on adding this color until you get it as intense as you want it to be. Next, on a small pencil brush, I'm grabbing the shade Panjin, which is the really nice red from the palette, and I'm looking kind of like down into my mirror, but I'm also like still looking up at the same time because I have hooded lids. I want to create the cut crease where you can see it when my lids are open. So I'm going in and I'm pretty much just drawing pretty much my fake crease, and now I'm going in with the shade Horizon on a Smith brush. I believe this is a Smith 232. I will leave all of the brushes and products that I use in today's video down below in the description box, but I'm just picking up Horizon and I'm going back and forth to blend out that color. This does take a little bit of blending, so just be patient. Don't worry, you will be able to blend out the line, I promise. The reason why I didn't set my base with any powder is because I really wanted these shades to really pop, and I feel like they did pretty well. So I'm just going in and blending everything out. I'm going in with the Dose of Colors Sassy Siennas palette, and I'm grabbing the shade, I think this is actually the shade Sassy, and I'm throwing this into my crease, and then I'm going back in with a fluffier brush and that Soul color because I don't want to use that yellow up in the crease. So pretty much just keep going back in with the yellow, with the orange. As you can see, I'm going to go back in with the orange right now. This is a little bit more of like a corally orange, and I wanted this to pop, and I felt like this color was helping the red and the yellow blend together better. So I'm just going back in with all three colors to really get it as intense as I want it to be, and I really wanted this crease to be like fiery, sunset, yellow, orange, red, and it takes some time, so don't worry, don't stress, you will be able to get there. To deepen up pretty much our new fake crease, I'm going in with Enigma. This is from the Mel Cosmetics Dark Matter Stack, and I'm pretty much just blending this on the outer corner, the outer crease of the eye. I didn't really drag this in too far, so once I put that on, I went back in with Pangent, blended it out. I don't want any harsh lines, so every color that I go in with, I pretty much go in with the color before and the color before that. Now it is time to cut my crease, and you guys have seen me do this a gajillion times. Seriously, like I've lost count how many cut creases I have on my channel, but I just go in with concealer, look up, and then I just kind of trace and go up a little bit into my actual crease because I do have hooded lids, and I want to be able to see the cut crease, the cut crease when my lid is open and my eyes are open. So that's why I do that trick. I will leave a few videos where I do a cut crease down below in the description box where I go a little bit more in depth, but that's pretty much what I do, and then I just kind of carved out the outer edge of that crease as well. And I'm going to really pat out the rest of this product. I'm really going to pat it out, make sure it's really sticky, and then I'm going to go ahead and use Soul, and I'm just going to place that in the inner third of my eye, really packing it on there, and make sure that the base is still tacky. Don't set the base and then apply these shadows. Go ahead and apply these shadows as soon as you are done cutting out the crease. It's going to apply better, they're going to stick better, you're going to get more pigmentation, I promise. So I'm just throwing that on the inner third, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab that Sassy Sienna shade from that palette. I'm pretty sure it's the shade Sassy. I'm pretty positive. I'll leave it down below. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw Pangent right on the outer corner. Pretty much everything that we did in the crease, we're going to go ahead and do it on the lid as like an ombre sunset type of look. And as I was applying it, I noticed that I didn't, go too far up towards my cut crease, so I wanted to leave that negative space there. So that's what I did. Now I'm just going in with a fluffy brush, just blending out some edges. Quickly moving on to the ombre liner, I'm going in with the Kat Von D 24 Hour Super Brow. This is in the shade Scarlet. I'm just picking up a little bit of it, and I'm starting with the red first. We're going to do a reverse ombre liner, so I'm going in with the red about 1/3 of the way. Then I'm just mixing the red and the yellow on the back of my hand to create an orange, and I'm just going back and forth with it. This is a little bit tedious because you have to make sure all of the colors blend nicely together, plus you have to mix it, and plus they're not really an eyeliner, so you kind of have to build them up a little bit, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So I'm just going back in with the red to make sure everything's blended out, and then I'm just going to go ahead and grab the yellow and create that wing on the outer corner with the yellow.
Alright, I need to stop and intrude for a second. These Kat Von D, these are actually eyebrow pomades. They're the 24 Hour Super Brow Longwear Pomade. I purchased Whiteout, Scarlet, and Daffodil, and they're really nice. They're really pigmented, and they dry really quick on my hand, because I was like mixing it together on my hand to get the orange. And honestly, on the eyes, it didn't really perform as well as I thought it was going to. I know that they're brow pomades, so you just have to keep that in mind. They're not like as pigmented as like a gel liner. Like if these were gel liners, these would be amazing. Kat Von D did confirm that these are eye safe. So I wasn't really happy with the way that these were performing as a liner. I'm still going to keep them and play with them because I think that these are such fun colors to have, like especially if I want to do like a crazy brow look or anything like that. But what I did was I ended up just mixing the NYX Vivid Brights Vivid Fire and Vivid Brights Vivid Halo liners. I put the red obviously in the inner corner and the yellow on the outer corner, and I just kind of put a little bit on the back of my hand and just mixed them together, and just took like a really thin liner brush like this and just kind of like, mix them together. I think that it looks so good. I'm so excited. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and then you guys will see the rest of the face.
And now it's time for skin, so I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit more hydration back into my skin. This is the Smashbox Primerizer. Now I'm going in with the Touch in Sol No Poreblem Primer, and then I'm going to go ahead and set everything with my Smashbox X Nicole Concilio So Chill Coconut Primer Water. For foundation, I'm going in with Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I believe this is in the shade Snow. I'm going ahead and I'm blending it out with this Smith brush that I've been loving recently. I mentioned this in my recent haul, so if you haven't seen that, I'll link that down below. And I just like buffing it into the skin and then really pushing the product into the skin with the Beauty Blender. I also did mix a little bit of my NARS Radiant Longwear foundation with this. And can you believe it, guys? I'm not going in with Shape Tape. I'm going in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I believe this is in the shade Light, which is pretty much my skin color. So this shade is definitely not like a highlighting concealer for me. It's definitely just more of like a, you know, color correcting, hiding my dark circles type of concealer for me. So I'm just throwing that underneath my eyes, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with my Beauty Blender and set everything with my RCMA No color powder. And then I'm just going to go ahead and dust off that little tiny bake that I let sit there for like 0.3 seconds. And now for bronzer, I'm going in with this Too Faced Natural Face Palette, and oh my god, it smells like chocolate. It smells so good. So I'm going in with the bronzer. I believe it's the middle one on the first row. I don't know the name, so I'll leave it in the description box. And I thought it was so nice. It was so pretty. It kind of had a little bit of a sheen to it, which I really, really like. And then I picked up the highlight from the same palette. This highlight is called Satin Sheets. And it was such a gorgeous highlight, but I'm just a little bit too pale for it right now. In the summer, I think I'll like it a little bit more, but it was just a little bit too yellowish gold on my skin. So I actually picked up the Diamond Glow Powder by Artist Couture in the shade Illuminati and just threw that right over top. And we're going to go ahead and do some spritz set. I decided to skip blush today since the eyes were so intense. And now we're going to the lower lash line. I'm going in with Pangent from the Sunset palette and just pushing this up against my lower lash line. Pretty much everything we did in the upper crease, we're going to go ahead and do on the lower lash line, except we're going to go from darkest to lightest instead of lightest to darkest. So I'm grabbing Dark Matter, pushing that up against my lower lash line, and then I'm pretty much going in with the orange color from the Dose of Colors palette, and then I'm going back in with Soul, and I'm blending everything out so it's nice and blended, no harsh lines. Then I'm just popping that same highlight from the Too Faced palette on the inner corners and also on the brow bone, and after I did that, I'm going in with my lips. I'm using this Jouer High Pigment Lip Gloss in the shade Diamond Walk, and once I did that, this look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I love you, and I will see you guys on my next video. Hopefully I'm not sick. Bye!